in honor of Cigar Week, I'm wearing my Cuban Cigar cufflinks. Little fashion accessory that highlights one of my favorite personal pastimes. Hey YouTube, Pipe Lawyer here, coming to you once again from my home. I am done with work today. I came home early, and I'm here to continue Cigar Week 2. And as I've been mentioning all week, I'll be featuring the cigars of Oliva. And yesterday I featured the Oliva Connecticut Reserve, which I characterized as being a very mild smoke. It was like a one-note song. Possibly a better choice for a beginner smoker. But today, I am smoking a cigar from Oliva that I have not previously smoked. Yes, once again. This is today's pick, which is the Oliva Series G. Now, on day 2, you saw me smoke an old friend, which is the Series G Cameroon. This one, however, is the Series G Maduro. It's got a Maduro wrapper as opposed to a Cameroon wrapper. And where the Cameroon wrapper is creamy, rich cocoa flavors and tones, the Maduro wrapper, when I first lit this, it burst with flavor. Very much unlike the Connecticut Reserve that I sampled last night, which took a while to get any semblance of a really, distinctive flavor. From the start, this cigar, from first lighting, welcomes you with a good hit of flavor. And as you can see, I've not been smoking it for very long, but I lit it in my usual manner, and it's a very clean burn, ashing up nicely. But I have to tell you that this is another very, very pleasant surprise. It's a medium to medium plus, borderline full flavored and strength smoke. Much more in keeping with my personal preference in a cigar. Although when I do smoke a malt cigar, it still has flavor. And the Maduro wrapper, as I've mentioned before, because it's aged and fermented for so much longer than a regular wrapper, will cause the natural sugars to come forth and give a hint of sweetness. And not yet quite into the sweet part yet, but I can only anticipate how much sweeter it may get just having smoked maybe half of the first third of the stick. It's a really, really good smoke. It tastes like a cigar, and I know that sounds silly because I just happen to be smoking one. But there are a lot of cigars out there that when you smoke them have been blended or infused to taste like something else, or to give you some kind of floral note, which is not bad if that's what you're going for. But this is a cigar. I mean, you know when you're smoking a Maduro wrapper, especially on the Series G and also on the Series O that I featured on day 1, that you're smoking tobacco. Flavorful tobacco as opposed to flavored tobacco. This is a cigar, because of its fuller strength content, I would recommend after a meal. I just had lunch. Yeah, and I can taste that I'm starting to get into that fuller, developed portion of the cigar. It's It's got a richness to it. It's a good, deep earthiness, but not so deep that it's dark and obscure. But it's you've heard me characterize other, like, pipe blends as having bright flavors. This has bursts of flavor, but they're not necessarily bright. They're, deep down earthy. But not overpowering. That's good. That's... You get on the back of your mouth, on the roof of your mouth, going into your sinuses, and you get that good aftertaste, It's similar to the Series O Maduro that I had on Monday. I'll leave it to you to have your own little taste comparison if you get the Maduros for both the Series G and Series O. I'm thinking perhaps, if I'm not mistaken, I think maybe the Series O is just a little touch lighter than the Series G Maduro. Not just from my own personal smoking experience, but I seem to recall also that the description of the Series O Maduro was that it was a medium-bodied smoke, whereas the Series G Maduro is a medium to full. So I think therein would lie the contrast and comparison between the two sticks. Very satisfying, very gratifying, especially after last night's smoke. That was satisfactory, but not satisfying. Not for me anyway. This, however, is both a satisfactory as well as a satisfying smoke. Definitely, this is a do again. This is a cigar that I would buy more of. I'm just very pleased with the second pleasant discovery this week in Cigar Week. I highly recommend the Oliva Series G Maduro. And there concludes day 4 of Cigar Week. Until next time, this is Pipe Warrior saying cheers. And remember, I'll present the evidence, but you be the judge. And I'll try not to smoke my cufflinks.